All right, and hello and welcome inside Roush Stadium as we get ready for tonight's MVCC Game of the Week for week number 10. As the 7-2 Fairmont Firebirds are set to host the 3-6 Beavercreek Beavers. Jared Bergstrom alongside Lucas Quintero. Lucas, why don't you go ahead and talk about what Beavercreek has probably got to do to try to win this game?
So Beavercreek head coach Trey Smitherman, they're coached by Smitherman. If they want to win the game, on offense they have to limit their turnovers. We're gone. As well as limiting the turnovers, they also have to extend some drives because they've not been able to sustain drives. And if you give Fairmont the ball, they will take as much time off the clock and try and score on long drives.
And on the other side of the ball, we know what Fairmont's bread and butter is going to be. It's going to be a ground and pound. Try to get this game done as quickly as possible and get ready for the playoffs as they have already clinched a top 4 seed, so they will be playing home games the next 2 weeks here at Roush Stadium. And Beavercreek already clinching their playoff spot as well and not really being able to maybe advance their position a lot. They currently sit 12. They can get up to a 9 seed with win and other help around. But it shall be an interesting battle here, as it'll be a battle of the triple option in our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 10, presented by Bumble Roofing and Frickers.
Throughout this game, we will be watching Centerville versus Wayne, because if Centerville wins, they win G-Walk, and if they lose, Fairmont, if they win today, they win G-Walk. So, overall, very big games going on tonight.
All right, you got number 10, Max Gehring, on to kick this one off. And we are underway in week 10 as this one will get booted into the end zone. And so the 3-6 Beavercreek Beavers will start out at the 20-yard line. And we shall see how this first drive goes. We did the Beavercreek Miamisburg game a few weeks ago, and Beavercreek's first conference win in 8 years as they knocked off the Vikings 19-10, but that was also Beavercreek's last win. We get ready for this. It looks like the quarterback will go under center. Running back will go in motion. It's going to be a handoff to the trail back. As a carry by Zane Pyatt.
Expect to see a lot of runs today from both sides.
I was about to say on both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball. It's going to be a fast-paced game. Clock is going to be always
clock won't
turning.
stop.
Yeah.
Last play was, or tackle on the play was by number 12, Gavin Profit for the Firebirds. Turn around, hand it to Pyatt again. Or no, actually, sorry, that might have been Jack Minnick, the quarterback, with the keeper there. Tackled by Peyton Kasul for the Firebirds.
Going back to the first period, Zane Pyatt did not play last week, so he might be coming off an injury, dealing with something. We'll have to monitor that as the game goes on.
It'll be 3rd and about 5 here for the Beavers. See if they're going to keep this on the ground, and Minnick will hand it off, it looks like. That is Pyatt again. And it'll be about 2 yards short of first down. And you see McKinnick still standing on the sideline. And there you see McKinnick steps off and now sends on the punt team. So that's going to send number 6, Skylar Slifer, back to return this one for the Firebirds. If he can get into the open field and get a block or two, he can really flip the field. Fairmont almost got home with a block. Fielded out of bounds at the 35, it looks like. And that is where the Firebirds will start their first possession here in Week 10.
I expect Logan Doty to have a huge game tonight, along with Thornton. What a great game a couple weeks ago.
See, Doty's going to be in the backfield. He's going to line up behind number 16, J.J. Hill. He will be the starting quarterback tonight for the Firebirds. There's a pitch out to Thornton. Thornton will pick up about 7 on the play, maybe 8. But yeah, the Firebirds choosing to keep Brock Baker on the bench. Maybe a possible strain in a leg muscle, but not worth the effort and potentially injuring it even more, as he will be needed in the playoffs more than in a game against Beavercreek. See, Doty's going to be the trail back. Patton goes in motion. It's going to be a strong pitch out to Patton with a blocker out in front, and he will have the first down. So I think with Brock being on the sideline, I'm not going to say it officially eliminates any passing game, but I think it will kind of keep it at bay. The nice pitch here.
That was a good job by Beavercreek, though, rallying to the ball after a...
Only giving up just enough for the first down, not letting Patton get to the sideline for a big play, which we've seen him do that a few times this year.
We definitely have.
Turn around, hand it off to Doty. Doty powers through. It'll be across midfield and close to another first down for the Firebirds with a pickup of 9. Baker the tackle there for the Beavers.
Fairmont's offensive line also looks significantly bigger than Beavercreek's defensive line.
Yeah.
So I don't think we might see like a screen pass, but that is probably going to be it for passing for tonight.
And that's even if Fairmont's put into that situation. If they can get 7-8 yards on first down, they can keep that or keep the chains in their favor. I don't see it. And Hill will keep that and pitch it. That'll be a first down for Thornton. And that'll be enough for another first down.
You might have thought coming in, especially their first drive, that Fairmont might be a little nervous considering it's senior night. And it's an emotional night for a lot of these players. One of their last home games at Rouge Stadium, their last regular season game at Rouge Stadium, where they look pretty good so far.
And we'll see how it carries. Maybe nerves will calm down as we get into the game. But also now realizing that they're guaranteed 2 more games here. Well, 1 more game because you never know what happens in the playoffs, but potentially 2 more here at home. It's going to be a pitch out to Doty. Doty cuts upfield, and will be tackled short of the 35. Johnston with the tackle there for the Beavers. And if Fairmont can just take time off the clock and drive down the field, Miller will be very content with this one. Play clock down to 2. barely gets it off. Doty gets the carry, and Doty will be close to a first down, maybe about a yard short. At first, I had to look up to see if Hill had the ball because he got out to the outside and didn't slow down. But that'll be 3rd and 1 here for the Firebirds, their first third down of the game so far.
I expect them just to run another triple option or I formation straight up the middle.
And that will be a first down run for the Firebirds.
Fairmont's also getting a little sneak preview of what they're going to see next year from J.J. Hill. He's currently a junior. He'll probably be the starting quarterback next year.
Probably. See, Fairmont already taking this under 5.5 minutes on the clock. It's going to be a handoff to Doty. And I'm telling you, one of these times, Hill's going to keep it, and Beavercreek is not going to be able to stop him. Now watch as Hill, 16, who's under center. Watch, he turns around, hands it off. But if he can pull that, he has a touchdown because he's got a blocker out there on the side.
We'll be on the lookout for that for sure.
That pickup of 5 will make it 2nd and 5 for the Firebirds on their opening possession here. And that is an offsides against the Beavers. So that'll be a free first down for the Firebirds.
And if you're Beavercreek here, they're not getting any penetration. Maybe trying to jump the snap just to get a stop, and it just doesn't work. Free 5 yards to Fairmont, which is not what they want, especially now when they're just getting absolutely dominated at the line.
And that's the thing. I mean, with Fairmont running it all the way down, you think you can try and time the snap right, but doesn't look good for the Beavercreek defensive line here early. Running back in motion, turn around, give it to Doty. Doty cuts it in at the 15, gets down to about the 14.
The way this game is going, it might be over in an hour.
Pick up a 4 on that last play by Doty. Turn around, Doty. Or no, Hill might have kept that. Hill does, and will be inside the 1.
That's exactly what we're talking about, yeah. He keeps it, almost gets in for the score.
So 1st and goal here. This could be either a Hill just keep it up the middle, or it'll be turn around, hand it to Doty, and give him his umpteenth touchdown of the season.
Maybe Tyrell Lake, who just checked into the game, number 7, might get the ball.
See, Fairmont comes out with their strong eye. Turn around, Doty, handoff over. Doty, no signal yet. I'm going to say he's down. So he gets to the half-yard line.
And if Beavercreek comes away with the goal line stand here, that would be shocking, seeing as how Fairmont has moved the ball.
That'll be huge for the defense, seeing how much Fairmont just walked down the field on them this first possession. Turn around, hand it Doty. Doty. Okay, I was about to say, that's a touchdown for the Firebirds. And Logan Doty, that'll be his. Let me just look to be sure. You see there, Fairmont with the strong eye. That'll be Doty's. It says 22nd touchdown on the season.
He's having himself a year. That's for sure. Looks like Beavercreek just jumped off sides. I wonder now if Fairmont's going to go for 2 from the 1 yard line, or if they're just going to take their points.
I think they'll just take the point. Gearing on to kick the extra point. Snap's good, hold up and hold. Their extra point is good. And the Firebirds lead 7-0 with 2:13 here left in the first quarter. What about that drive? Not just how long it took, but just the number of plays Fairmont got off on that drive.
It was impressive, that's for sure. Just keep chunk after chunk, and they honestly just overpower Beavercreek. And I don't want to say that this drive is crucial already for Beavercreek, but if they have another 3 and out and they let Fairmont take it another half of the quarter away.
It'll be the second half.
Yeah, second half of the quarter.
Second quarter, I mean.
Yeah. It will not be a very good start for these.
No, they got to.
Yeah.
I know you want to come away with points, but you got to just sustain a drive here if you're Beavercreek. See, update from Centerville. Both teams go 3 and out on their first possessions.
We will keep you updated with those scores.
And then the other one we're keeping an eye at is the Westland Cougars and the Big Walnut Golden Eagles. That one will be a touchback, because if Fairmont holds on to win tonight, and if Big Walnut can beat Westland, Fairmont potentially could clinch the #1 seed for Region 2 in the playoffs as well. And so a lot on the line here tonight for the Firebirds.
Yeah, GWAC, maybe the #1 seed. So a lot to play for, even if you already have those home playoff games clinched. Because being the #1 seed is huge in these playoffs.
You get 2 home playoff games. If you get past the first round of the playoffs, you get the second one host. Now it's time for Beavercreek's second possession of the game. Turnaround handed off to Pyatt. Maybe picks up 3 on the play. Tackled by Wallace for the Firebirds and DeGlow.
And on this defensive side of the ball for Fairmont, I'm always going to tell you to keep an eye on #6, Skylar Schleifer. He's always all over the place, making tackles, forcing fumbles.
So is number 24, Logan Wilkins. And as number 12, Gavin Prophet also. It's going to be a hand, or no, sorry, McKinnick's going to keep it, and we'll have enough for a first down. That'll be enough for the first down for the Beavers. And I think that might have been a handoff to Pyatt, but Fairmont got in the backfield and could have hit McKinnick as well.
That was a great job by the D-line, getting through those holes quickly, not even giving the running back a chance to make anything out of it.
See, Beavercreek, they have to hike it. They're going to throw it incomplete, no flags.
And that's just it's just his
miscommunication.
24th pass attempt of the year. So you will not see that often tonight.
No. We saw it 4 times in the Miamisburg game we did a couple weeks ago. Actually, that was week 5, so 5 weeks ago now. And this 3rd down and 9 here with 5.5 seconds left here in the first. I mean, Beavercreek going to go out. Don't want to risk going out quickly. I mean, they picked up that one first down to not be 3 and out, but this is just as close. McKinnick back to pass. Or no, sorry, he's going to hand it off. I thought I saw him pull it. But that one's going to be the end of the quarter, and it's going to be 4th down for the Beavers when we come back for quarter number 2. Nice hole there by the offensive line to get Pyatt enough to make it 4th and 2. So what do you expect? Do you think Beavercreek is going to go for it here? Do you think they're just going to play it safe and punt it and try to pin the Firebirds deep? You do that, though, Fairmont could literally take the whole second quarter.
I think they're going to punt. I see the punter warming up on the sideline. So.
Well, I mean, it is 69 degrees outside tonight. Winds 9 miles out of the south. Maybe just staying warm.
Yeah, maybe. It's a great day for football, though.
It is. Great night for the last night of high school football around the state of Ohio. Tonight's game also brought to you by Bumble Roofing and Frickers here for the MVCC Game of the Week for week number 10. It's been a fun 9 weeks and a quarter so far, and got to get ready and can't get ready for basketball season soon enough. I'm a big basketball fan. We've got a lot of talent around in our coverage cities. Might do a preview show for basketball around our area with our schools, so be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. A lot happening this time of year in sports.
And Beavercreek lining up, at least to look like go for it here on 4th and 2. See, the play clock is at 8. Play clock's at 4, 3, 2, and they're going to... I don't think he got it, though. Let's not talk about the illegal move, first of all.
I don't know what that play call was, to be honest.
Hold on to the ball, and Pyatt, your strongest person's going to knock you over.
I think he was going to hand it off, and it just...
They're going to measure it again, but I want to see if we can take another look at that replay, because I was watching the refs first. You see here, I think that's just miscommunication. Pyatt didn't get the handoff, and he kind of just ran over his quarterback, and it doesn't look like it's enough for a first down. They have to get to the 41, it looks like. And judging by that, without even pulling it.
That's a first down.
Well, he hasn't pulled it yet. And it is enough for a first down for the Beavers.
Half a football.
You hear the Boo Birds coming from the Firebirds sideline and fans.
That was definitely, I don't know what happened on that play, but.
Like miscommunication.
Yeah.
It looked like Minnick wanted it to him to run to the left and get it, and he kind of just bulldozed his way over.
Yeah.
So do you give Pyatt a tackle? Does he get the tackle credit there?
You might as well. It'll look better on the stats.
It'll fill the stat sheet up. Let's see, update from Centerville. Elks leading 3-0, 5:20 left in the first quarter.
Game is going a little slower than ours tonight, but.
Pyatt will get about a gain of 4 on the play. And then we have a 30-yard rushing touchdown for Westland to make it 7-0 in the first quarter there up in outskirts of Columbus.
And this has been a better drive overall.
Yeah, Beavercreek, two first downs. Turno fumble, ball on the ground, and I think the Firebirds might have got it back. No, Beavercreek got it. I don't see how. It must have bounced right to the quarterback.
Yeah, it just looked like he dropped the snap. It looked like the snap was all right. It was just a...
It's going to make it 3rd and 8 here for Beavercreek. Presumably a passing down unless you are going to go for it on 4th down no matter what and just try to pick up 5 or 6 yards here. Strong pitch out and nice open field tackle by the Firebirds. And first one there looks like Conley for the Firebirds. Prophet might have been in there as well.
So was Slifer.
Slifer, everybody got in there on that tackle for the Firebirds defense. And that will send out the punt team for the Beavers. Slifer back to return this punt. That punt was on the ground. Ooh, that
his knee was down.
That will be where Fairmont gets the ball. So Fairmont going to cash in on Beavercreek's huge mistake, a low snap. Let's see if we have a replay of that.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
I've seen that twice this year. It must have just been the games you weren't at with us this year, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of special teams mistakes the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you remember last week, we had the Springboro holder missing the ball, and the ball traveling backwards 30 yards before they could get on top of it.
That was bad.
That's the beauty of high school football.
Then you had one of the Springboro people. Ooh, Hill going to fake it, turn around, throw it. Has it caught inside the 10. Sheekwell with the catch. Take a look here. Nice fake out by Hill. Going to fake the pitch out to, I didn't even see who the fake was, but if Hill could have hit him in stride, he's in for 6. But they'll take it.
I don't think anybody in the stadium was expecting Fairmont to pull out a fake there.
Not
You saw
without-
all the linebackers were going ready to get a tackle on the run, and they just got caught flat-footed.
There's a run there. Maybe gets inside the 5 by number 13, Patton. Now you see some pushing and shoving. Not really pushing, but nudging between Fairmont and Beavercreek. Don't want to do anything to get yourself ejected. Not like we saw last week with the Springboro player hitting the Centerville player with his own helmet.
Shades of Miles Garrett.
Yeah. Not that bad, though. I mean, he just got hit in the shoulder pad. It's going to be, is that Hill keeping it inside the 2? Johnston with the tackle there. Called his name a lot tonight on defense already, but nothing being able to stop it. The Beavercreek is not having a line. You see, look at that. The Firebirds line just gets low and gets them off balance and creates a big hole. So now here we go, Fairmont strong eye again. Hill turn around, pitch, and then Hill, did he try to pull him forward? I think he realized that it would have been a penalty on him.
Yeah, it'll be inside the 1, 4th and 1.
That was Patton with the carry.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for it.
Oh, you have to.
You have to. Because even if you don't get it, they're pinned inside their own 1. And I look at Fairmont defense has been playing today.
I'm fine. If they don't get it here, your defense could very well get you 2 or 6 again. Here the Fairmont student section trying to pump the line up. Turn around. Doty does not get in.
What a stop by the Beavercreek defense. But now their offense, 99 yards to go.
It's a lot for this Beavercreek team. I was about to say, let's take a look at this replay. And maybe that's where maybe you, instead of giving it to Doty at the way back, give it to Slifer. But now your defense is, or if you're Beavercreek, you've got to just get out of your own end zone at this point. Because you see the ball is inside the 1. There.
Wonder if we'll see a QB sneak from their own 1 like the Giants did a couple years ago.
You got to do something. And the play clock, Beavercreek had to hurry out of that huddle. Play clock is already down to 10. Play clock's at 5. And that's going to be a flag. I think Beavercreek might have moved early, and it is a false start against them. So you go from inside the 1 to even more inside the 1.
I don't
I
think
want to see if
that'll
a
move the
camera
ball.
can get, one of our cameras can get a shot of just how close that ball is to the goal line when we come out of this replay.
Another penalty, I think, would be a safety. Or do they just move it back another fraction of an
it'll
inch?
probably just sit there.
Yeah.
It'll go in the penalty, or in the record book as a penalty, but that's about it. And there you see the ball on the line, that tip of the back tip. Turn around, hand it, Pyatt. Barely got out of there. I think if he didn't turn sideways, I think he would have been held up.
And even if you're a Beavercreek here, you need to get more out of your end zone because your punter has no room
Your
right
punter
now.
just took a knee on that last one. You can't let him take a knee in the end zone. That's a safety.
I expect them to have a better snap on their next punt. Just chalked down as an unfortunate mistake.
I will say this. The long snapper is probably the hardest position to play in football because you are looking between your legs, back upside down, and you're expected to hike it perfectly and come up and block?
Maybe other than the backup tight end on field goal attempts where he just has to get hit so the field goal doesn't get blocked.
And that'll get out to about the 6, maybe the 7. Pyatt gets him out of the end zone at least. This is going to be a big third down here for the Firebirds. Trying to keep them pinned inside. I mean, you're going to have excellent starting field position here.
If you get a stop.
And Beavercreek is going to take a timeout. So any other scores from our other games you got any updates on for us, Lucas?
I'll be right on that.
Let's see. At the end of the first quarter, Centerville up 10-0 over Wayne. But Wayne has the ball inside their 40 to start the second quarter. And then the other game I have is end of the first quarter, Westland 7, Big Walnut 0.
So we got Madison is beating Oakwood 14-7 today, which is there was a chance this game would actually not happen because there was a bomb threat in the school. The people were evacuated in Middletown today. So there were doubts the game would ever even happen, but it looks like everyone's safe, thankfully, and the game will be on.
Anything else? Any other updates you got from? We got a good one out for Swivel, Valley View, and Waynesville. Battle of the Spartans happening down in Germantown.
It is 12-7 right now for Valley View in the second quarter.
That is an awkward score.
Maybe 4 field goals?
You said in the first quarter?
Second.
Second quarter. I would feel that that's probably two touchdowns and the missed extra points. That would make more sense to me than 4 field goals. I mean,
well, not every game is like this one where the clock just keeps on running. And Miami's Burgies up 3-0 in the second quarter against Springboro today.
He's the only one this week to pick the Berg in our pick'em sheet.
That would be an insane upset call. I wouldn't really call it an upset.
I was about to say, record-wise, yes, but and that's going to be close, if not a first down run for the Beavers. By the quarterback, Minnick. Some exciting games we've been a part of this year. Your first year in the booth. Any games stand out to you?
Personally, Centerville Fairmont was definitely the most fun. Even though some people in this booth might have not been very happy with the results.
Who are you talking about there, Lucas?
Well, it's not me. That's for sure. A Fairmont grad, perhaps.
Defensive line there met at the line of scrimmage. Slifer with the tackle.
And we're all looking forward to basketball season coming up soon in a month.
Mm-hmm. I got an update. Westland scores on a 30-yard touchdown pass for the Cougars. Pyatt with a carry there.
And even though this drive's been pretty slow for Beavercreek, it's pretty impressive getting from their own 1 inside their own 1 to about the 30.
Yeah, and they've had the ball since it was over 6 minutes, and they've only got to the 30.
If you're Dave Miller here, you were probably not happy with the score.
No, you figured you might be, assuming that they cash in on that touchdown on the 4th and inside the 1. You're up 14 with the ball to start the second half. This one you might be up 7 with the ball to start the second half. And there's a flag on the play. False start against the Beavers. So that'll make it 3rd and 12.
Again, this looks like a passing down, but
You would assume.
maybe we'll see another pitch. And pretty rare from Fairmont here, 4 down linemen.
I think it just goes with what you know the play calling is going to be. It's just going to be, oh no, Manick's going to keep it. He's going to step up, and he is going to be pulled down just across the 30. Let's see, does Fairmont take a timeout here, maybe preserve some clock? No, they won't. And there they might have. And they do.
So now I wonder if you're Fairmont, do you keep running the ball, or do you maybe put the ball in quarterback's hand?
Well, depending on what punt happens here, you might. So we shall see what Fairmont does.
We'll see how the punter receives this snap. I think he might have gotten coached up a little bit on the sidelines to whatever he does, just not have his knee touching the ground.
The long snapper's got to get it to him there in one piece, or put it right in his gut.
And that is a false start on number 13.
Dylan Hunter, junior wide receiver for the Beavers.
So that'll bring them back 5 yards, and we'll do it again.
That does eliminate the fake punt, I think.
It definitely does.
Now the referees are going to stop play. They're going to put time back on the clock. That's a better snap. Fairmont almost got a hand on that one. And they're going to let it run out of bounds. And then, did he just punch that out of bounds?
He did just punch that out of bounds. Maybe take out a little bit of the frustration.
Well, hey, mate, now can we say we've seen it all now this season?
I mean, 1-point safety is all we're missing.
I don't think we're going to see that.
We might. Might have a block kick. Someone tries to take it out, goes back into their own end zone, gets tackled. It's probably the most common way to see a very uncommon play.
All right, 1:44, 2 timeouts for the Firebirds. Let's see what they do. And Beavercreek is going to take a timeout. Didn't see something they liked. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bumble Roofing and Frickers for our MVCC Game of the Week for all 10 games this football season. Tonight's game is being recorded by the interactive media kids from Kettering, Fairmont, West Carrollton, and Oakwood High Schools, and staff from Miami Valley Communications Council. All right, so let's see. 2 timeouts, a minute 44 here for the Firebirds. See what they do here on this first play could determine what they're going to do going into the half. Hill's going back to pass. Throws a check down, and it'll be enough for a first down across the 45.
And that's already 2 passes for Fairmont today. Something we're not expecting.
Take a look here at the Bumble Roofing replay. Nice check down. Minute 26 left here. Hill's gonna pitch that one out to Thornton. Thornton trying to get to the edge, will be pushed out of bounds.
And Fairmont looks like they're almost in field goal range.
Gehring has a long of 50, did it earlier this year.
So it'll be about 50 from here, 51, 52.
But with the Firebirds having 2 timeouts, still can kind of work the middle of the field. At least get it closer. Hill's going to keep that one. He will have enough for a first down. It'll be at the 26-yard line. See, Fairmont's going to be quickly on the line. And they spike it. Minute 12 left here in the first half. Oh, we got an end around. Thornton looking to throw it. Thornton looking to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Almost intercepted.
Intended, was that to Patton?
And now a flag is thrown on the field by the side judge.
Could that be roughing the passer? Or is it going to be ineligible downfield?
Looks like they're a player.
There is a player down here on the Firebird sideline, the Beavers. So it will be ineligible player downfield. Looks like miscommunication. The referee said 4th down, but it is 3rd down. See, the refs are still talking with Miller. Our camera pans to the right a little bit. You see Miller talking with the referee right there. See, Beavercreek is going. See, the referee's talking about it. So now with the referee's making it third down, Beavercreek will accept the penalty now. So Beavercreek decided to not accept the penalty? That's weird. That'd make it 3rd and 15 for the Firebirds.
It's a very odd decision. Looks like they're still conversing with the
they're
officials.
still talking with the Beavercreek coaching staff on the far sideline.
An update from Madison. It is 21-7 Madison.
There we go. Only one to pick Madison this week as well.
Can't really go against my school.
Just don't tell people you went against them. It's going to be a misdirected handoff.
I think they see the Instagram posts for our picks of the week. Actually, I don't put them up on my story, but
okay,
should probably do that.
You should.
And it is 20-14, Valley View against Waynesville.
You said 20?
Yeah,
okay.
It was probably a touchdown. They got a 2-point. Multiple times is what my guess is. Because it was 12, now that 20. So
okay, so yeah, they got a touchdown, went for 2. You see Fairmont going to take a timeout.
And for a fast-moving game, these last 2 minutes have been creeping by.
So far enough, somebody had got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I wonder who that was. And Centerville's up 10-0 against Wayne in the second quarter still.
Haven't gotten an update from that one yet in a while.
Yeah, not much is happening.
So here we go, Max Gehring on for a 36-yard field goal. Snaps good, holds good. Kick is a line drive knuckler and is no good. Short. 3 seconds left here in the first half.
And Beavercreek is looking to play spoiler now for these Firebirds.
All right, so that knee down is going to do it. Fairmont going to go into the half up 7-0 in our MVCC game of the week for week number 10. Here the finale presented by Bumble Roofing and Frickers. We will step away toss it over to the bands for senior night for the Firebirds bands, and then we'll be back for the second half of our MVCC Game of the Week finale.
Another round of applause for the Week-Beavercreek Marching Band and Color Guard. This evening, the Marching Firebirds and Band Boosters will recognize our Marching Firebird seniors and their families. The class of 2025 has 33 Marching Firebird seniors on the field this evening, each one having dedicated hundreds of hours to the band program over the course of their high school career. These students have performed all across the region since starting their journey in 2021 as young freshmen. 4 years later, they've become the backbone of the Marching Firebirds, providing their strong leadership, musicianship, and dedication. And now our marching Firebird seniors. To start us off, we have Aiden Bear, trumpet. Joining Aiden is Mom Amber and Grandfather Tim. Mercedes Brennan, color guard. Joining Mercedes are Mom Deanna with stepdad Steve and Dad Terry with stepmom Jamie.
Bill? Yeah, it's Mark. Sorry to bother you. But we were just sitting here trying to figure out how to
Sam Brown, sousaphone. Joining Sam is Mom Angel.
I'll make sure. Can you hear you? No.
Nora Dirk, clarinet. Joining Nora are Mom Alicia and Dad Nicholas. Aaron Dick, front ensemble. Joining Aaron are Mom Shannon and Dad Adam.
He doesn't know that.
Anthony Ernest, clarinet. Joining Anthony are Mom Lori and Dad Scott.
They should be. We definitely want to go.
Justin Falk, percussion. Joining Justin are Dad Greg and Mom Jennifer. Hank Fletcher, tenor saxophone. Joining Hank are Mom Anne Marie and Dad Robert. Davis Gray, bass clarinet. Joining Davis are Dad Chuck and Mom Brandy with stepdad Dennis. Michael Hacker, front ensemble. Joining Michael are Mom Joyce and Dad Reefer. Alyssa Hoffman, flute. Joining Alyssa are Mom Mary and Dad Patrick. Connor Hearn, flute. Joining Connor are Dad Joe and Mom Stephanie. Ajane King, color guard. Joining Ajane are Mom Cynthia and Dad Anthony. Levi Cooperman, sousaphone. Joining Levi are Mom Andrea and Dad Jeremy. Anthony Landspider III, flute. Joining Anthony are Dad Anthony and Mom Jennifer. Mira Lane, percussion. Joining Mira are Mom Erin with stepdad Steve and Dad Moroni. Kate Lawson, front ensemble. Joining Kate are Dad Jay Kendall and Mom Jennifer. David Lewis, mellophone. Joining David are Mom Laura and Dad David. Lydia Little, clarinet. Joining Lydia are Mom Jennifer and Dad Dan. Jordan Parker, trombone. Joining Jordan are Mom Bree and Dad Michael with bonus Mom Kristen. Sean Patel, trombone. Joining Sean are Dad Kieran and Mom Suzanne. Sean Potter, flute. Joining Sean are Dad Jonathan and Mom Tracy. Zachary Randall, clarinet. Joining Zachary are Dad Brandon and Mom Casey with stepdad Greg. JJ Reed, percussion. Joining JJ are Dad Jen and brother Andrew. Cabot Brownfield, drum majors. Joining Cabot is Mom Katie and Dad Corey. Damian Sanders, trombone. Joining Damian are Mom Ashley and Dad James. Owen Shirley, trombone. Joining Owen are Mom Kimberly and Dad Eric with stepmom Jessica. Anthony Shea, trumpet. Joining Anthony are Dad James and Mom Jennifer. Noah Summers, percussion. Joining Noah are Mom Jamie and Dad Eric. Clayton Taylor, color guard. Joining Clayton are Dad Bill, Grandma Jenny, and siblings Alexis and Sophia. Nathan Tipton, trumpet. Joining Nathan are Mom Brandy and Dad Phil. Alex Welby, color guard. Joining Alex are Dad David and Mom Liz. Finally, we have Justin Wyatt, percussion. Joining Justin is Dad Jerry and brother Michael. Let's have another huge round of applause for all 33 of our outstanding marching firebird seniors and their amazing families. On behalf of the Marching Firebirds organization, including directors, staff, band boosters, families, and friends, we congratulate the seniors for their hard work and dedication.
All right, and hello and welcome back inside Roush Stadium as we get ready for the second half of our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 10, brought to you by Bumble Roofing and Frickers. Lucas, the Firebirds are up 7-0. They get the ball to start the second quarter here. What do you think the Firebirds have to change defensively?
I mean, defensively, I think they're doing all right. I think offensively is where they really have to change what they're doing. Yes, they're getting down the field. They're taking up a lot of clock, but last drive, they just weren't able to punch it in. And after that, they also were unable to hit on their field goals, so they're just taking points that are on the board, leaving them on the board, and that's giving Beavercreek a chance to maybe sneak into this game.
Look at that weird huddle formation by the Beavers. That one is going to be in the end zone. Oh, no, they're going to let him return it. I thought he was in the end zone. And it's a big hole across the 30, maybe out to the 31. But a flag on the play.
And it looks like it's going to be holding.
That was Cam Thornton with the return. That'll probably take it back inside the 20. Probably back to about the 15, actually. So we got game 1 of the World Series starting tonight as well. Who's your pick for the World Series?
I'm going to pick the Yankees, Bronx Bombers.
Nah.
They're going to disappoint Shohei and the Dodgers. Not a big Dodgers guy.
I don't really care who wins. I just, if I'm picking for anything, I'm picking for my wallet because I bet on the Dodgers the day after they got Shohei. So I'm picking to win the $275.
How much you put down?
20.
And we don't encourage betting if you are a minor, by the way. If you're under the age of
I don't
21.
encourage it at all.
Yeah.
That last play, pick up about 4 on the play. But no, I mean it'll be an interesting World Series. I mean, you got like you said, the Bronx Bombers. They got the power with Judge, Soto, Stanton. Volpe can hit a home run when he needs to. And then I mean Shohei, Betts, Ohtani, Freeman.
Yeah, that's it. They definitely spent a lot of money, both of these teams, to get here. They're not like a true team like the Pirates who build up. They've been building up since the 70s.
It is going to be a first down run for J.J. Hill. So it'll be interesting, but I'm already ready for next year for the Reds. All Reds fans are ready for next year for Ancona coming over in the off season after the firing of David Bell. Hill's going to keep that one again, and Hill keeping the legs churning, and it'll be close to another first down. About a gain of 8 on the play.
Yeah, as a Pirates fan, I am looking forward to seeing Skeens again, but that's once every 5 days. Other than that,
Let's say, how long are you guys going to keep him before you trade him?
before he goes to the Yankees or the Dodgers, we will see.
Oh, he could go anywhere except for Houston, anywhere else. I want him to, if he goes anywhere, I want him to go anywhere else besides those 3 teams.
I think
Or
most
the Brewers.
likely,
I
though.
don't want to go to the Brewers either.
Ooh. I don't think the Pirates will trade him in division, though.
Well, we hope not. Unless it's to the Reds. I'm fine with that, too.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
That'll be enough for a first down for the Firebirds.
I do think it would be beneficial for the Pirates, though, if Bob Nutting, the owner, sold the team. It would help out because one of the lowest payrolls in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps selling all our good players for prospects, and when they become good, he sells them for more prospects.
That
And-
become
and
good and you
cash.
sell for more prospects.
Yeah, and it's an endless cycle of him just making money.
It's going to be a handoff to Doty. Doty met at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carried by number 26, Logan Doty.
Now we got
Tackled by number 72, Samson Lingenfelter.
Officials are going to stop
Number
play.
96, Rhett Lingenfelter.
And tonight, we'll have a Heisman candidate Ashton Genty against UNLV.
That is probably going to be the rematch of the Mountain West Championship as well. Those two teams are the best out there, out in the Mountain West.
And if you haven't been able to catch a game with them,
I
you should
can't
watch
because
them.
they play too late at night, and I'm in bed by
10:30?
kickoff. Well, sometimes they're after 11, depending on where they're playing at. Like the Hawaii game didn't kick off till midnight. I didn't get to watch that. Old people's got to go to bed.
If you consider yourself old.
Hill's going to keep that one. Hill tackled across the 45.
15, J.J. Hill.
A big game, Notre Dame versus Navy.
Oh, come on, Navy.
We'll see what Navy is truly built of.
I'm Navy. Navy all the way. Go midshipman. I hate Notre Dame.
Gain of 7 yards.
I've never been able to stand in their fan base. Is
From their own
annoying. They
7-yard line.
then they don't play anybody, and they don't play in a conference, so they don't have to have the struggles with that. And then they lose disappointing games that they're supposed to win by 30.
Yeah.
Hill turns around, hands it to Doty. Doty dives. Will have enough for a first down.
Ball carried by
And I think Notre Dame,
Doty.
you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they might play Army and Navy back-to-back weeks.
I think they might.
Within a couple.
See,
First down and 10, Fairmont. From the Beavers, 47.
not next week. I think they might the week after that, though.
Okay,
Because our Air Force plays Army next week.
okay.
Yeah, but I think the big game next week will be Ohio State, Penn State. This will be a big game.
That handoff, Doty bursts through. It'll
Ball
be
carried by number 26, Logan Doty.
a gain of about 8.
Tackled by
It'll
number
definitely be
33,
Penn
Colin
State's
Hunter.
test. First, well, not first test, but
Biggest.
biggest test of the year.
Gain of 8 yards. Second down
Yeah.
and
A
2,
couple
Fairmont.
games that they
From the
should have lost
Week-Beavercreek,
already, according to
39-yard
some
line.
people. Maybe the Penn State USC game, USC up 20 in the second half, lost in overtime.
It'll be big, that's for sure.
Second and 2, turn around, Doty gets the carry, and Doty
Ball carried by number 26,
It'll be
Logan
close
Doty.
to a first
Tackled
down.
by number 5, Eli Walker.
And on Sunday, there's not that big of a slate in the NFL. I think Cowboys 49ers is probably the
Gain of 1
most
yard. Third down and
interesting.
1,
It's on
Fairmont.
Sunday night.
From the Beavercreek,
God.
38-yard line.
Not gonna listen to Chris Collinsworth talk about Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott. No thanks.
At least it's not Mahomes.
It'll get worked in there. It always does.
I don't know if Chris Collinsworth or Tony Romo likes Mahomes more.
I will not watch that game or it'll be on mute. Hill's gonna keep it. Hill will have the first down run.
Ball carried by
Down
number
to about the
15,
30.
Hill. That's enough for a Firebird. First
I do think
down.
Bills Seahawks can get interesting though. Seahawks did look good last week.
It could be, but it's the Bills going cross country. I feel like cross country teams going has a disadvantage.
Except if you're the Packers going to LA. Always got a huge fan base out there.
My Colts play the Texans this week. Hopefully we can continue to keep C.J. Stroud on a dismal performance as Hill's going to the air, finds Cam Thornton. Cam Thornton will find the end zone. See if you're Fairmont, the Beavers defense to sleep. You get them to start coming in and stacking the box, and then you strike over the top here. You'll see in our Frickers Bumble Roofing replay. And Thornton left out alone, catches it, hauls it in, and walks in from 2 yards out.
And this season almost has been a breakout season for Thornton. His junior year, he's just got a couple of those long play touchdowns he's had.
Gehring boots that one through.
Just this year.
Gearing's point after is no good.
Sorry, actually, it is no good.
Gehring's having
Ball
a
went up. I thought it went through, but here we'll take another look at this replay. Ooh,
play action.
we'll take a look there, but I want to see maybe if we can go back again and rewatch this. I want to point out, look how late Hill pulls it from Logan Doty's grip. We can run that replay back again before. Here we go. Watch here. Middle of the screen. Doty went to go, and then Hill pulls it back and finds Cam Thornton over the top for a touchdown.
Great play by the Firebirds right there.
See, Cam Thornton will be making those kinds of passes on the basketball court this winter. Probably be the team's starting point guard this season. His twin sister, Kayla Thornton, is the starting point guard for the Firebirds ladies team. So that one will find the...
It will go out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
And he's having a rough game today.
Not a great night for Gehring on senior night.
However, you'd rather have it be this week than next week.
Yes.
First down and 10, Beavercreek on their own 35-yard line.
So Beavercreek will have it. And you see Fairmont, they took almost took just over 6.5 minutes off the clock on that drive. Pyatt gets the carry.
Carried by number 7, Zane Pyatt. Tackled by number 95.
Let's see if we...
Gain of 4 yards, second down and 6 Beavers.
Oh, I closed my tabs. I'm going to see if I can find an update on the Wayne game.
And Waynesville is getting beat by 20 now at halftime
Ouch.
by Valley View 41-21.
Pyatt there maybe gets 2 on the play.
Oakwood isn't doing too hot either. Down in Middletown, losing 20-13 in
Ouch.
the third quarter.
Their own 41-yard line.
And Centerville Wayne
Still 10-7.
in the second quarter.
No, that was halftime.
Halftime.
So yeah.
So Max Preps is behind, I'm guessing.
This will be third down here for the Firebirds, or on defense. Throws a check down for a first down.
Carried by number 16, Calvin Savoga.
See some, not necessarily in our area coverage, but Marion Local up 21-0 over Coldwater. Those two battling it out up in Coldwater.
That's surprising because Coldwater is usually a pretty strong program.
Marion Local has not lost in 58 games coming into tonight. So, yeah.
Never mind that.
Well, no, I mean, this is the third time in the last 3 years that these two teams have met Week 10, both undefeated. Turnaround hand to Pyatt. Pyatt hurdles over everything and will have enough for a first down. I kind of want to see the replay on that one. You saw he kind of just hurdled everything. They only gained 9. You see there, he jumped over the... pile and able to get through for 9.
And speaking of undefeated teams, the complete opposite in West Carrollton versus Greenville.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Do you have an update?
West Carrollton is up 16-8 in the third quarter. Both teams are looking for their first win, and Jared is the only one who picked West Carrollton.
I'm the only one to pick 3 of those games that are all. I was the only one to pick Middletown Madison, the only one to pick Miamisburg, and the only one to pick West Carrollton.
I picked Greenville because they didn't lose as bad to Miamisburg. Or Fairmont, I think it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was about to say they shouldn't have played each other.
Yeah, that was my rationale going into that.
I need Wayne to turn some things around up there, and I could have a perfect week on our hands. First and 10 here for the Beavers.
It is still 3-0 Miamisburg Springboro at halftime.
All right. Come on, Vikings. Pyatt gets the handoff there. You got to think his carries to actual yards produced is probably very minuscule on the season. I mean, if he's getting it 35, 40 carries a game, he's only getting 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. Only a pickup of 3 on that play. Turn around now. Here you got a little bit of a trickery. Open in the backfield and tackled in the backfield by none other than Colby Wallace. Nice open field tackle there by Wallace.
If he did not get him there, that would have been maybe a first down. Get a couple.
Slifer was there as well for the Firebirds. It would have been close if Slifer could have got to that edge. But it's going to make it 3rd and 11 here for the Beavers. An obvious passing down here, unless they're going to try to pick it up in 2 plays. And a flag on the far side, the false start, or no, offsides against the Firebirds.
And that makes it much easier.
That'll cut it 3rd and 6 now.
Still a tough ask for this offense, sorry, pardon me. But definitely much easier than being behind the sticks. Another flag. Offsides again.
That's going to make it 3rd and 1. You had him at 3rd and 11. Now you got him 3rd and 1 now. Beavercreek's playbook is wide open on this play. It'd be very cliche now to get a false start. See, it didn't look like anybody moved. It had to have been somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
That's definitely what I believe happened.
All right, this could be a big play here for both sides. Minnick turns around, hands it to Pyatt. He has the first down. Or no, did Minnick keep it?
He did.
Oh.
And this time he did not get run over by his running back, so he got a couple more than just 1 yard, a little bit more.
No, see, yeah, I didn't. Nice work by the cameraman not getting faked out.
Good job right there by our camera crew.
It faked me out. I mean, it's been Pyatt with a handoff the last probably 17 plays. So I just went with what it looked like. Turn around, hand it to Pyatt. Pyatt's there. He's finally down inside the 20.
That's the first time that Beaver Creek enters the red zone.
Here you see the Beavers. See Uncle Sam there. Tigger, what is that? That's a pimp.
19-yard line.
There's a Baywatch person. There's a minion.
And there's a Chad Ochocinco jersey.
No, Ocho Stinko. And then there was a banana.
Not a big Chad Ochocinco guy?
No, he ran his mouth too much. They're going to call offsides against the Firebirds. The press box up here is not happy with it. Now the powers went out on the scoreboard. Maybe that's why the ref.
What's that upstairs?
Here we see the left side of the scoreboard out. Two different powers grids. There we go.
And there we go. Good job by the
Grounds crew. Or, I don't know, whoever.
electricians, something. Handymen.
There we go. This will be 30 seconds left here. And now they're actually going to be winding the clock. It's 2nd and 1. Beaver Creek will have to hike at this before the quarter ends. Minnick looks back to the sideline for instructions. Play clock's at 10. Ooh. That is what you call a 2-point takedown in wrestling.
You got number 60 falling backwards over the pile, doing a somersault.
Hey. That is how the third quarter will end. A nice takedown there. See if he, oh, geez. Somersault backwards.
The annual 5K race will be held.
So there we go. We're going to the fourth quarter. Fairmont up 13-0 over Beaver Creek, but Beaver Creek has a first down in almost goal-to-go situation at the 13 to start the fourth. A score here cuts the lead to make it one possession.
In
Something the
this game,
Firebirds maybe not have wanted to see here week 10, just getting ready for the playoffs.
This game's really had like an odd feel to it.
I want to go back to that Beaver Creek student section and see if we can see any more unique costumes in there. See the Firebirds defense there. We see like the people, like the guy's just in a green suit. That's nothing. That's that neon. That guy's a. What is that? The guy with the fake hair right there next to the neon.
No idea.
Ugh. We got
Tony
a
the
fireman.
Tiger.
That's Tigger from Winnie
Oh.
the Pooh. There's Elmo next to the pimp.
We've got a
There's
king.
a minion. It's the king minion. There's a hot dog.
Pretty interesting decisions
Nonetheless.
by Beaver Creek.
What was your Halloween costume of choice when you were a kid? I mean, you still are a kid.
Well, I'm not going trick-or-treating anymore, though.
Why, that's free candy. Here goes, look. How old are you?
16.
Okay, I guess that is
A little
too
weird.
young, or too old. And that one will get inside the 5.
I've been a couple. I was Aaron Rodgers once for Halloween. In third
Okay.
grade, I think. I was Drew Brees.
You're just being NFL players.
Yeah, I was what else was I? I've been the Cookie Monster.
Was it better than just was your Cookie Monster the actual like face, or was it like the one we saw with the Elmo over there with just
With
a
that,
hoodie.
like the Elmo.
No,
Just like when I was
it's not a real
Scooby-Doo.
costume. That's just a hoodie,
When I
in
was-
my opinion.
I was Superman once.
All right. I was. Oop, quarterback pitches it, and he will be in for 6.
Carry by number 16, Calvin
That
Svoboda.
is a touchdown
for
by
a
Calvin
touchdown.
Svoboda.
The quarterback.
Backup quarterback. That is his 4th touchdown on the year.
And this is a one-score game.
I was 1 year, or not 1 year, but once I was Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and then 1 year I was Fred from Scooby-Doo.
I've been Scooby-Doo.
Okay. That one is up and good. Makes it a 6-point game with 11:07 left here in the 4th.
Fairmont 13, Beavercreek 7.
No athletes.
No. I take that back. In high school, one time, you're gonna have since you got Google up, you can look
Yeah.
this up. Look up John Daly, American flag pants.
The golfer?
The golfer.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. I dressed up as that one time. I ordered the American flag pants online.
Is that the dude who golfs barefoot?
Ooh, I don't know.
I saw him golfing barefoot with
He might be.
Who's the one long driver on the tour right now? He's on Live Golf.
Ooh,
He's really good.
trying to think. Oh, DeChambeau.
DeChambeau, yeah, Bryson
Yeah.
DeChambeau.
That received the kickoff for Fairmont.
But yeah, I was John Daly one time.
Number 45, Kevin Thornton.
I was Andy Reid. So I mean, he was an athlete, but he's more for a coach. I was Andy Reid.
That's a good one.
So if you're Beavercreek here, your offense just scored. You give your offense another chance here and steal a possession with an onside kick?
It's too early.
Is it ever too early, though?
Well, in the NFL, yes, now. But in all
That
other
one
football.
fielded at about the 2. Here's a big hole to the outside. Cuts it back upfield. Thornton across the 50. And Fairmont going to be in plus field position to start this drive.
And maybe a onside kick would have been a better decision there.
About the same field position. But Cam Thornton still 10-7.
It's just that second quarter, Max Press was not updated.
You see here in the replay, number 9, Jamison Webster bringing him down. Let's see if I can find an update. Ed. Ooh, did you say Valley View was up 41-21?
I did say they were up
Okay.
41 to 21 and a half.
I just saw that one come across. Looks like it's still 10-7. Wayne, or Centerville over Wayne. Patton with the carry there. Let me go and check Centerville's athletic page. Let's see, Wayne scored, with 10 seconds to go in the half to make it 10-7. And last update I have, they're inside the Elks 40 with 10.5 left in the third. So, a little bit of rumbling still to go on here in G-Walk. Fairmont content with letting this one run down as quickly as possible. There's a big hole to the outside. J.J. Hill goes down in bounds. I think he kind of maybe gave himself up to go down just to preserve the clock, not another punch out come from behind.
Yeah. The clock is stopped currently, though. It stops on first downs.
Hill's going to keep that one. Hill stays upfield, turns it up. He'll pick up about 8 on the play.
Gain of 7 yards. Second down and 3, Fairmont. From Week-Beavercreek, 27-yard line.
Pickup of 7 on that last play by Hill. Like what we've seen from him so far, hasn't done anything horrible. He's 3 for 3 now, passing as Hill's going to keep that one. And there's a late flag comes in. Maybe a face mask. It is a face mask against the Beavers. So that's going to take it from the 27. I don't know if does that put it half distance or would it take it down to the 12? Oh, there's the face mask. Come from over the top.
It was Rylan Mims, sophomore.
Looks like there's some confusion with the chain gang. I mean, they were at the 27. A face mask is at 15 yards because they indicated a personal foul. See both teams huddling now. There's a little confusion from the Beavercreek defensive coordinator there. You see the chain gang now, if we can get a shot of the far sideline over there. They move back to the 25.
And now they're moving back.
Oh, geez. Come on, guys. It's week 10. You should have this stuff figured. There we go. But I don't understand. It's only a 5-yard penalty.
And half the distance also more than 5 yards.
Well,
or half the distance, but it would be 15
it wasn't
yards.
in the it was within was outside the 20.
Yeah.
So it should have went from the 27 to the 12, not to the 20.
These referees have been pretty interesting tonight.
Yeah, well, it's week 10, so I guess they can still make mistakes in week 10.
Well, hopefully they don't make mistakes next week.
But see, we hear up in the booth, half the distance comes from the 25. It was at the 27. So it would be 15 yards to the 12. There we see. Let's see if the chain gang moves.
And now they are moving them. After a long discussion.
To the 12?
To the 12.
Like I said, hey, I'm the scoreboard operator announcing, and I guess I got to be a part-time ref as well.
Pretty good at math there. Surprised you got that, 27 minus 15.
Well, they've been huddled up and talking about it for 3 minutes. I had time to do the math.
Had to pull out your calculator?
No, I didn't have to pull out the calculator. Smart aleck. All right, now we start the play clock, start the game clock. All right, now we're good. We're rolling.
There we go. Felt longer than halftime.
Ooh. We're ready. Play clock down to 10. As you see there in the upper portion of the screen. Hill hit immediately.
Got swallowed by that D-line.
Oh, no, that was Doty. It didn't even look like he got handed it off. Well, there's the Beavercreek band. Haven't heard them all night except for halftime. See, Doty keeps it there. Gets to about the 5 and
Slam.
back.
Logan Doty.
But right now, every single play, 40 seconds off the clock, and it's just falling.
We have a tie ball game down in Holland Field in Miamisburg, 3-3.
What a thriller. I'd expect that one Hurricane a couple weeks ago, but this week not so much.
West Carrollton up 24-8 over Greenville.
That must feel good for those players.
It feels good for me. I picked them twice this year, and they didn't win. And I guess ending the season on a winning note is
It's
something you can build confidence on. Fairmont calls a timeout.
As their head coach gets ready for the basketball season, because he's also the basketball coach.
Yep. Basketball team, Parker has definitely turned that program around in his tenure there. Set the record for most wins in school history a few years ago. Ended up winning 20 games one season. That year they took Springfield to double overtime and lost like 101-99 in the playoffs. So definitely turned them around. Has them going in the right direction. See what the Firebirds do here. 3rd and 3 at the 5. There's a Dragon.
There's a Dragon.
He worked his way down. Let's see if you're Fairmont here, do you just get the 3 yards and then just keep running the clock down? Hand off to Doty. Play will stop.
False
start against Fairmont. All right, we might see a Justice Hill pass here, maybe. Or J.J. Hill, sorry. Justice Hill is the running back for the Ravens.
It'd be weird to see him pass in this game.
It would be, seeing he's in Baltimore. Oh, there you go, number 78 for the Firebirds. Jonathan Gwizdek.
Big guy there, 5'11", 260 pounds.
I don't need him. If you're a Beavercreek smaller defensive line, you don't need him getting a head start running at you.
Yeah.
Hill's going to pitch that one back out to Thornton. Thornton at the 10. 5 tries to reach for it, but he will be down. Or no, sorry, that's Patton, 13.
Tackled by number 21.
That was Thornton.
Okay, that was Thornton. Okay, I saw it right. See, that's why you don't listen to the PA. Not always correct.
Don't say that too loud.
I know. I had him for government class too, so I can't harp on him too much.
Was he a good teacher?
Loved it. Loved his class. Made government, which is very boring, very interesting and fun.
Politics is pretty interesting though. A lot of strategy.
None of that stuff matters to me.
Polls.
Nah. It was an off election year when I had him, so there wasn't much to talk about.
Yeah, I'm lucky this year I have government, so it's an
Oh.
election year.
I remember my senior year, I had government, and we had to do like this whole presentation that we got, and that's going to be a first down for the Firebirds. We had to do this whole presentation. We had to draw a state out of a hat, and then pulled either whatever red or blue we pulled out of something else was who we had to do the state, if they would win that state or why they would win that state. Well, it was, who was that? That would have been, was that Romney who ran against Obama in the second term?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. I drew California, and I drew Mitt Romney. A Republican had not won California since Reagan, and 30% of the grade was if your person won the state. How is that my fault that I can't control how the whole state votes?
Did you file a complaint?
I should have. Not with the state, with the teacher. I mean, that's not fair.
And speaking of government class, I do have a homework assignment due at midnight today for government.
Oh.
That may or may not
Well,
be
good
done
thing we
right
did
now.
Fairmont, so you'd be out of here before
It won't
10
take
o'clock.
long.
And there is a touchdown for the Firebirds. Logan Doty, his 23rd on the year.
For a Firebird touchdown.
Good Firebirds here. I say go for 2. Put them up 2 scores.
And it looks like they are going for 1. Maybe they'll flip it to the kicker. They'll have him throw.
It's the end of the 3rd quarter. West Carrollton up 24-8. Wayne trailing 17-7 now.
Madison just scored another touchdown.
All right, go Madison. Fairmont going to keep it, go for 1, and it is up, and it is good. With 6:08 left here in the game, Fairmont up 20-7 over Beavercreek here on Senior Night at Roush Stadium in our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 10, brought to you by Frickers and Bumble Roofing. So if you're Beavercreek, what we're going to haven't seen all night tonight is Beavercreek has got to try to score quickly.
Yeah. If they don't do that, they might have to cheer themselves up with a meal at Frickers. Get some frickin' chicken wings, and there you go.
That's all you need to get at Frickers.
Make your night a little bit happier.
I might go to Frickers after the game.
Not a bad idea.
No. Mention us, you might get a free glass of water. It's about all the pull I got. I can't get you anything off your meal, but I can get you a free glass of water.
That's all you need. Keeps you hydrated.
Carrying on to boot this one away. This one stays in the middle of the field and fielded. Okay, I was about to say that one he can't come out. He was 2 feet in the end zone.
Makes a nice spin move, except the ball was dead.
You see number 8, Kelvin Keys Jr. He just looked like he ripped off tape.
And I think you might be getting to the point where you have to just throw the ball.
Yeah, I feel like this is the point where the Beavers are. If they want to try and get into this game, they got to score quickly, and that is going to be passing the ball. Going to turn around, and we're going to hand it off to Pyatt, the first play of the game, and like it has most of the night, gained 2.
Clock keeps ticking. Clock keeps ticking. There we go.
And if you're a Firebird fan, that's all you want to see.
Doesn't even look like they're going tempo. They just let 30 seconds of that play clock wind down. So now Fairmont, I think.
I understand maybe wanting to pick up the first down before you try. Whoa, whoa. Some trickery. Oh, smacked us. He got thrown.
He got.
Ooh. He got planted in the ground. Ooh.
And,
But he bounced back up.
what a tough
He's going to
play.
the sideline like, I don't want to be in this anymore. No, he's going back out there. I don't know if we got a replay of that, but that's already makes it 3rd down and 9. Maybe we'll save that replay for this after this play. But he got hammered.
Got lit up.
Whoa, here we go, flag frenzy. Every referee threw a flag that had one on that
It
one.
might be a legal motion.
I think it was. Either that or too many minute motion at the same time.
Illegal shift.
Illegal shit. Same thing.
Yeah. Potato, potato.
But here's that play here. Some trickery. Nice double. Oh, no, that was the pitch.
Do we have a replay of the...
I don't know. Maybe not. With our replay system, it does that next. They'd have to go in and find it. I don't know if Beavercreek would want us to show that replay again. Minnick kind of got planted at the 10-yard line.
But he bounced back.
I like the design, though. Couple flips, try to catch him off guard, but you can't really flip it when Fairmont's 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage with you. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of number 13, Dylan Hunter. That's going to make it 4th down for the Beavers. And I would almost assume a punt here. There they go, the punt team comes out.
And knowing Fairmont, this might just run out the rest of the clock.
That's what they're hoping for if they get this back cleanly.
If Sleffer's dangerous, he might be able to take it into field goal range off this punt.
High end over end kick. And it's going to take a Firebirds bounce forward and be downed at the 37-yard line. I feel like if Fairmont didn't have 45 people for senior night and band, we could be done with this game already. Took a little bit extra time at halftime for senior night.
Let's check out the Centerville game. How's that going? Because now that Fairmont pretty much has this game locked up,
Hold
they're
on.
scoreboard watching over in Centerville.
St. X scrolling through Twitter, up 55-0 over Life Christian Academy.
Similar to the St. X Centerville game.
Not that bad. I mean, it was
Still bad.
44-10, I think.
Still pretty bad.
Hill's going to keep that one. I am not finding anything on Centerville, so let me go actually look for their Twitter. Still 17-7. 5:23 left in the third. Centerville up.
So by look like Centerville, the way it's going right now, will secure their first GWalk title ever.
That will be, he can be about a yard short. Patton with the carry there. I was doing some research and asking some people around. Fairmont already has a share of the GWalk title because it goes by overall record, and they got a better record than Centerville. So they would tie if things hold out the way it is now. If Wayne comes back and wins, Fairmont wins it outright. So Fairmont, first ever GWalk title, like you said. This one a half, but it still counts. And if they're rooting for Wayne down 48, they can get their first whole full one.
First and 10 Fairmont from the Beavers' 23-yard line.
So that will be enough for a first down for the Firebirds. turn around, hand that one off. I did not see the number on that one. Was that Patton again? Yes, it is.
Yes, it was.
There you go. Don't leave Doty in there too long. Don't want him to risk an injury. Not with him producing 23 touchdowns on the year now.
One of the top rushers in G-Walk.
I would say he probably got over 90 yards today to put him over
The 1,000
1,000
yards for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like Bruno Cardi's doing much up in.
No, and we saw him
Miamisburg.
2 weeks in a row. They just quit handing him the ball, it seems like.
Which is very interesting because their offense was just not working.
Beavercreek's going to take a timeout.
Beavercreek.
Why, I don't know. 3rd and 6 here, maybe, I guess, preserve time for their seniors to get back out on the field.
If they have a playoff game next week,
They will be more than likely. Let me scroll down here and find them. They are currently sitting at 12. With a win, they could be up to a 9-10. Doesn't look like that'll happen. So between the 12 and 6, they could very well play Fairmont again next week. If Fairmont stays 1 or 2, which it looks like that'll happen. And I mean, people can't see how close this is, but I can show you. Everybody wins out. Westland will be 1. Fairmont will be number 2, 26.1 to Centerville's 25.3. So by 0.8 points, Fairmont would clinch a higher seed.
that's insane.
And then let's see, look at some other teams in our region. Springboro clinched their playoff spot. They are probably, he'll carry that one. Springboro will probably be in that 8 to 10 range. Other schools we have Miamisburg, Region 8. They control their own destiny. With a win, they could get into the playoffs. Beavercreek's going to take another timeout, leaving them with 1. Let's see, now we got to go over to Division 4. Valley View clinched a playoff spot with a win, though. That could move them up to as high as a 2 seed. See, Alter we saw earlier this year, they clinched a playoff spot. And that will do it for playoff teams for our coverage area. Miamisburg has to win to get in, and all of that. But tonight's game brought to you by Frickers and Bumble Roofing. Our MVCC game of the week for week number 10 here, the finale for the 2024 season. Had some exciting games throughout the season. Handful of blowouts. Some history performances. Got to announce Kirk Herbstreit's son's game against Centerville.
Kirk did not join us in the
No,
booth.
I could not get that.
Unfortunately.
That one is up, and that one is no good.
That looked good from our angle, but
It looked like it went right, wide right. I guess if you're Beavercreek, that's why you take the timeout. You leave yourself with 1, but still doable if you score on this play.
yeah.
But we will close out our season tonight here at Roush's incomplete pass.
Yeah, Gehring's not having the best night tonight, but Hopefully for him, he just shakes off everything, all the rust. And
Hey, Hunter, we're going to hold off on that graphic from the scoreboard until after Scott makes the final announcement at the end of the game. The champion. Yeah. So once he makes that announcement, I don't know, we're going to leave it up there for
Hinnick back to pass, complete to the outside, tackled out of bounds. Trying to find an update on the Wayne game. 24-7 into the third quarter. Not looking good for the Warriors.
that rivalry game up there not going their way this year.
You want to talk about a big rivalry game. That is about as big for the area. Nice completion there across middle of the field. Got out of bounds. But is it too little too late for Beavercreek? I felt like they should have went to the air, maybe their second possession out of this half. Pass in, ooh. You see there, number 5, Garrett Worrell, almost had a opportunity.
That's one of the reasons we didn't see a pass. But
Quarterback slips right into the backfield for a sack by Logan Wilkins.
he's been taking some hard hits today.
Logan Wilkins.
And see here another sack in the backfield. Logan Wilkins back-to-back sacks for the senior on senior night, leaving his fingerprints in his last home game of the regular season here at Roush.
Week-Beavercreek.
Beavercreek does not have to hike it if they don't want to. They will. And incomplete, and Logan Wilkins almost got there a third time in a row, and that one is going to do it here in our MVCC Game of the Week for week number 10. Fairmont Firebirds win 20-7. All of best record overall, 8-2. And there you go, 2024 conference champions, the Fairmont Firebirds, as they win their first ever conference championship.
What an accomplishment for this team.
Yes, this is a huge accomplishment. Again, a 20-7 win over the Beavers, and not a bad performance by J.J. Hill coming in, starting in the place of the injured Brock Baker. Like we said, Fairmont now, it's just waiting to see how other teams around the region did, to see if they will be a 1 or a 2 seed in the playoffs. Their highest ever ranking in the playoffs as well. Remind you to follow us on all social medias to stay up to date with all playoffs. And what a good basketball or football season it's been by Bumble Roofing and Frickers for our Game of the Weeks for the first 10. And now we've got basketball coming up in a couple weeks as well. Jared Bergstrom, Lucas Quintero, kids from the Interactive Media School Stools, at Fairmont, West Carrollton, and Oakwood. And the Miami Valley Communications staff, thank you for a fantastic 2024 season.
Quarter number 4, it's Centerville 24, Wayne 7. And in quarter number 4, it's Big Walnut 28, Westland 27. With this win, Fairmont has earned the right to host a first-round playoff game here next week, Rouse Stadium, at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there. On behalf of Kettering City Schools, the Kettering community, and the Fairmont Athletic Department, we thank you for coming. Have a great weekend. Drive home safely, and go Firebirds!